Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 15th of July. Well, actually it's not going to be a tarot reading. I'm going to use the astro cards and the numerology guidance cards, and they're both oracle decks. So I just want to look at the day's energy via the astrology and the numbers today. I'm going to choose two astrology cards on the left and the right, and I want to put the numerology one in the middle. So let's see what the cards have to say about this day then, and what energy is coming up for you. So I'm just going to shuffle these ones a few times. I've only used these once, and they just kind of give key. Oops, this card has fallen out, so that wants to be seen. I'll just show you. They just cover like one astrological theme per card. So it's nice and simple. So we've got the sun. Oh, it's in German, so I'll just translate. So the planets, then we have the nodes, houses, the zodiac signs, and that's what they cover. So I sometimes think that a simple, straightforward message can really offer a lot. So we've got Cancer in the first card, and the thing underneath it says the nurturer. And then the next card is Mars. Motivation, drive, and strength. And let's see which number shows up in the middle via the numerology guidance cards. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this one wants to come out. Completion. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so Cancer, it allows you to nurture yourself and others. And I feel that you kind of come home to yourself. Emotionally, things make sense. You feel content and serene where before you hadn't felt very settled and comfortable. So Cancer in astrology, it rules the fourth house of the traditional chart wheel, and the fourth house is associated with the family, and the IC begins the fourth house. The IC is the Imam Coli, and that represents your roots and what gives you a sense of belonging and safety, and that everything is okay in the world. And it really represents your roots, your home, what makes you feel like, okay, this is where I belong. So one, I feel that you naturally tap into these positive emotions, and you're like, I know how to soothe myself. I know what I need to do to feel good. I deserve to feel good. I can take care of other people, but I am a person too, and I deserve to take care of myself and to feel a sense of peace. Then we've got the moon here on this side. The moon rules Cancer in astrology, and the moon is what you can tap into naturally. I often call the moon your heart and the sun your head. So it's what you naturally feel. The sun is kind of what you are trying to tap into on a more conscious level. So the main message I'm getting is that there is peace and contentment where before there was conflict and upset and upheaval. And if things in terms of your 3D physical reality are somewhat chaotic, you're able to tap into this place of serenity, and you can self-soothe and kind of be your own friend who says, do you know what, it doesn't matter what's going on in your life right now. You can manage this. You can feel good during the process. You can get through this in a way that isn't overly dramatic, and you can have a good time and a comfortable, peaceful time, even if your external environment isn't reflective of that. Just because your outside world isn't 100% calm and cool and collected, it doesn't mean that you can't tap into those feelings yourself. I don't want to overread in these cards, so I thought that this star here would be apparent in each card, but it isn't. So the star I want to look at, the star in the tarot, is a card that says, let go of the negative emotions to reveal your divine light. And that's what this does for you. You're able to tap into comfort, and that reveals the best version of yourself, the person you want to be. So instead of criticizing yourself and saying, oh, you should work harder, and oh, you failed at this, and why can't you do this better, and why you look like this person or whatever it may be. This is acceptance of who you are, recognition of how far you've come, and that then reveals your positive traits and qualities. So I think you're going to be someone who other people want to be around because you just give off this lovely, nurturing, calm energy, and that will lead to other things. So next we've got completion. The number 9 in numerology, I always associate with spirituality and completion. It's closing something off, completing a cycle, learning the lesson, achieving a goal, having an inner drive and desire that you do something with, and then you can leave it. It no longer torments you or drives you or pushes you in a particular direction. So I feel that if you've been kind of struggling emotionally, or you've felt a bit lost, or you have been self-critical, you haven't been able to see your light, or I don't belong to anyone, I'm nobody's child, those kind of feelings. I'm just laughing because I love that expression, I'm nobody's child. It just, to me, encapsulates the drama of I'm all alone, no one loves me. That sense of I'm the only person on this planet who has gone through bad stuff and no one understands me. If you've been there, and we all have, then you're able to shift out of that kind of mindset, and you're able to get to a place of comfort. And because 9 is completion, this is something that you can do on this day, but I think you learn to implement that more consistently in future. If you also think of the tarot, the 9th card in the major arcana is the hermit, right? So the hermit is the person who's by himself, but he's not lonely. He's got this lantern that shines a lot of light, and he's deliberately on his own in order to understand himself better, to understand the universe, and to understand his own place in this whole thing. And once he realizes that, he can go back into society and make this huge, valuable contribution because he understands the spiritual laws of the universe that other people may not be privy to. So he can actually then take care of people in a way that's much more effective because he actually has useful information to deliver. So you're like this, you have the ability to become a star in terms of expressing the aspects of yourself that you love the most. But you also have this ability to kind of be a mentor to other people or an example, because hey, I can do it. I can overcome my own difficulties, my own emotional issues. And on top of that, I can show you how you can overcome yours. And I think most people are going to be willing to engage with someone like that because something's in it for them. Finally, we've got Mars, which is motivation and drive. And you may think this is contradictory because I've been talking about completing this sense of drive, but the cards are being really clever here. They're saying that the best actions that you're going to take in future aren't these inner kind of messages of fear and anxiety that drive you to do something and that then create more fear and negative circumstances. But the best actions you can take are the ones that stem from a place and feeling of contentment and serenity. And if you understand yourself as much as you possibly can before you move in any direction, the journey itself is going to be much more pleasurable, and the outcome is going to contain serenity and is going to be a much better fit with who you are than rushing off in some direction and having no clue of what you're actually doing. So Mars is the male principle. It's often aligned with the soldier because Mars rules Aries, the god of war. And it's what do I want and what's important to me, regardless of other people's opinions or views. What do I value and what do I want to bring into my life? What do I want to acquire? And again, interestingly enough, we've got the moon here. So it's saying take action if it feels emotionally, if it sits right. If you feel good about it, then that's all you need here, really, to take new actions, and you will be able to move in a new direction, particularly that's going to be far more rewarding than where you've been in the past, because you are venturing in a new area with all of these good feelings and enlightenment on board. So you're a mystic on a journey into the desert of discovery. I love it. Number-wise, let's see. Let's see, let me count them as the sign. So the Cancer is the 4th sign of the zodiac, so 4. Mars rules Aries, that's the 1st sign of the zodiac. So 4 and 1 is 5, and 9 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5 again, and 5 is about freedom. So freedom from your own uncomfortable anxieties and drives that don't really lead you anywhere positive. Freedom to decide what it is you want to do. The freedom to choose again and to say, I'm going in this direction, thank you very much. I'm not going in this direction which you think I should be going in. And the freedom to, well, not even the freedom, but first of all, giving yourself permission to feel your own feelings. And the realization that I'm alive and breathing, which is a lot of work, so I deserve to be happy. And it's as simple as that. And I deserve freedom and choice in my life. I am not a slave to the machine here. I get to live my life the way I want. So, I love. So you're in a good space. And from that good space, you can take actions which really will serve you and other people. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, scroll down a little bit until you get to the button that says book your reading. Click on that to order your reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use numerology and astrology. I combine all three to answer any questions you may have. So if you're not clear on life purpose or spiritual development, family relationships, finance, travel, education, anything at all really, ex-partners, compatibility with certain mates, I do a synastry chart in astrology, which is I take your birth chart, I take your partner's birth chart, and I can draw them up by using your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth. And I combine the two charts, and then using midpoints, I have a chart for your relationship. So let's say your sun is in your 10th house in your birth chart, and your partner's is in your 12th. Then using these midpoints in the synastry chart, in the composite combined chart, the sun will then appear in the 11th house because it's the point between the 10th and the 12th that meets in the middle. And that then is like a blueprint of your relationship. So if you want me to have a look at things like that, please do get in touch. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.